this video, I'm going to share with you 3 essential personal finance tips for beginners to help your money grow and keep your spending on the right track. My name is Serena Alfaro, and in this video, I'm going to share with you personal finance tips that help me get out of over $30,000 worth of debt. These are actually all pretty simple, and I think you can start implementing them right away. These will help your money grow for the future and get your spending under control, which was something that I personally struggled with for many years. Money is one of the most important things in your life, and it can also be really confusing. So whether you're just starting out or you've been working on your finances for a while, these are tips that you'll be able to implement right away to help your money grow. The first tip probably seems really obvious, but if you don't know the number off the top of your head, you may not actually be doing it. So tip number 1 is spend less than you earn. I know it probably seems like the job for an accountant, but you can do yourself a big favor by figuring out how much you're spending every month on your essentials for just living. If you don't know that number off the top of your head, you need to figure it out. So the easiest way to do this is just take a sheet of paper and write down all of your expenses. I mean, rent, cell phone, insurance, electricity, gas, pet food, you name it. List it all out, add it all up. That's about how much you need every month just to live. If that list adds up to more than you earn every month, it's time to start cutting some expenses. I would start with things like streaming subscriptions, something that's not an essential and that you can live without, at least for a while, and go from there. I know it feels like everything is essential, but once you see that number and you realize how much you actually need to be earning every month just to maintain your lifestyle, it can be very eye-opening. The main thing with this step is keeping the things that are important to you and eliminating the expenses that you can go either way with. You might be surprised by what you spend every month, but like I said, start with subscription services and move on from there. See what areas you're able to cut back on so your spending and your income are more aligned with each other. I recommend using a program like Mint for an activity like this because you can link your credit cards and your debit cards to Mint, and it can pretty much tell you what areas and categories you're spending the most in. That can also help you with the elimination step. Tip number 2 is make your money work for you, aka invest wisely. This can be as simple as taking advantage of the compound interest offered by most savings accounts. Like I've said in previous videos, I recommend a high yield savings account, and I'll link some of my favorite ones below. Making sound investments can help you increase your income by over 5% every year. You don't have to be investing super aggressively to get this kind of return either, but keep in mind, now you don't even need to go through a broker or anything like that to invest wisely. You can do this all on your own. I'll link some of my favorite investment platforms in the comments for you to check out. Tip number 3 is protect your money. Ensure you have a plan to protect your assets in case something unforeseen happens. There's nothing worse than working really hard to earn all of your money and having some unforeseen circumstance wipe it all away. Be aware of things like instant growth opportunities or guaranteed returns. That's not real. If it seems too good to be true, that's probably because it's not true. Another thing to consider to protect your assets is investing in something like renters or homeowners insurance. Knowing how to manage your money is an essential aspect of any successful long-term personal finance strategy. Thanks for being here, and remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm Serena Alfaro, the founder and designer of Nueva Lux jewelry brand, which I started at the beginning of 2020. And in January of this year, I quit my full-time 6-figure job to focus on my jewelry business full-time. In the meantime, I decided to resurrect my YouTube channel so I could share entrepreneurship tips and a little bit of what I know about personal finance with you to help